Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with the January Hop Baby Got Scraps, a hop trying to encourage everyone to use up their scraps, get started on the right foot in the new year. And I have a plethora of scraps. These are mostly from they're all Jen Hadfield, and they're mostly from the same couple of collections. But I've got embellishments for Live and Let Grow, and I think it's from most of the papers are from Reaching Out. And then there may be some in here from A Peaceful Heart, but I think those are all separated out. But anyway, I got lots and lots of scraps that I would love to get as many used up as I can. And then, like I said, I've got some embellishments. And then I have these fun Snapchat filter pictures. And then these are the embellishments I've pulled out of some project pads, as well as from the collections that I have. I'm hoping to use the majority of the embellishments I've pulled and then anything else. So I've got my papers, tons of scraps, my embellishments and pictures. So let's see how this goes. To be 100% honest, no clue what I'm doing when I get started. I know I want to use scraps. I want to get these two pictures done. That is all I know. So I separate everything into piles. I've got a pile of branding strips, a pile of bigger pieces that can be used for matting pictures or making layers. Then I have this pile of smaller ones. I really don't delve into the little bitty ones, but I do use some of the bigger ones, and I triple mat both my pictures. And I'm just going to be honest with you, because that's the whole point of this whole entire process for me. Is it's important to me to let you know that there is no perfection in scrapbooking. And I scrap like I live my life kind of by the seat of my pants sometimes. That's why my YouTube channel is called Scrapping on the Fly. It's not because I scrap while I'm moving places. It's because I don't plan very often. I'll pull the collection that I want to use day of. I literally sat down at 11:45 at night with these two pictures in mind and looked for a collection that had scraps that I wanted to use that would work for me. And then here it is, 1:05 in the morning. I'm doing the voiceover. That is how I live my life. It's fine. It is absolutely fine. So I don't necessarily plan. I don't always get it right. But in the end, typically I'm happy with my layout. I very rarely look at a layout and go, I don't even want to put that in my book. I definitely look at them and go, okay, this isn't my favorite layout I've ever done, but it's fine. I have redone a couple layouts in my day, but not very often. So, I'm pretty confident in my abilities to at least make it a nice layout. So, to each their own, and beauty's in the eye of the beholder, all those things. So when I do the layout or the layers for my pictures, my plan is to mat the first layer with this tan colored floral, and then this darker floral, and then a pink floral. So it has that dark layer in between the two lighter layers, and it helps the pictures pop out a little and everything. So I did that with the picture of just my mother. And then when I went to go do the picture of me and my grandson, I skipped a step and did the dark layer first. It's fine. If you didn't see me do it and I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't know it was an accident. But that's really what I've said, a big part of what I wanted to do with my channel was to talk about the accidents that happen, how you can fix them, the oopsie daisies, all that kind of the reality of scrapbooking, and not just here's my beautiful page and this is how I accomplished it. I like to talk about the real parts of it for, the mistakes and how I plan on fixing mistakes or, whatever. So that's me in a nutshell. I don't always leave all my mistakes in. I usually at least point them out, and talk about how I fix them. But I don't always leave the actual boo-boo in there. I think I spilled ink once, and I spilled it more than once, but specifically once, and I think I cut it out, but I talked about it. So anyway, I have this cut apart I want to put on here, but I've put the pictures over too far, so they're not going to fit right. So I just tear the whole thing out, leaving enough of that mustardy yellow color and that "Have an Amazing Day" on there. And then I was going to tuck it in, but decided that I like the way that it was on the outside, and there's nothing, it's not covering anything but my shoulder a little bit. So there's really nothing getting covered over by the embellishments or by tucking my pictures. So I put those down. I've got all these layers of scraps. I use these little piece branding strips. I put one at the top and one at the bottom, so they're kind of together, like the top and the bottom kind of reflect each other, except I put that little heart floral at the bottom, which some of that's going to get covered over. You're still going to see two of those hearts almost completely, so I'm fine with that. I want to make sure, that color pokes out and I would love to keep some of those hearts intact. So, I cover a couple with these little circles that were in this collection. I must have punched them out for a layout, who knows how long ago, and I keep them. And that is my problem, is I keep all the little scraps. Y'all saw what was in the beginning. Some of those were pretty small. So I just feel like, if there's a way I can use them, great. And I have no paper left for this collection except for the scraps. And I've got a handful of embellishments left. So, plus the reaching out kind of works pretty well with the Live and Let Grow. It has similar colors and stuff, so I figure I can use some of those, at the same time. So I'm just tucking pictures or stickers and embellishments in here, like this girl on the bike, things like that. This is one of those kind of nonsensical layouts that doesn't really necessarily have a theme. I mean, I do use these cute little animal print sunglasses, which I thought was perfect for this layout, since we have sunglasses on from the filter, as well as an animal print headband and these big old earrings. Of course, my grandson, it looks like a granddaughter because he's got earrings and a headband on. But that's the fun of these dang filters. My mom took it, and when I saw her in it, I did the little thing to do the screenshot because it was so funny. And so then, of course, AJ and I had to do it because it was also funny. So, but anyway... But when it's like a nonsensical layout like that, this is when I really love to use all those kind of random stickers, like a girl on a bike. And like that little coffee down in the bottom's got like an animal print on it, so I felt like that fit. Everything does not have to fit in the aspect of like a theme, but sometimes if I can find ways to get things on there, I certainly don't mind using them. But anyway, that is it. I put this little hello on here. I think I'll end up titling this "You're Cool," which is that embellishment or cut apart at the bottom. And I do enjoy the way that this layout turned out. I used up quite a few scraps. I still have plenty, so I'll be looking for ways to use some more of these scraps in the future. And that is it. I hope you'll go check out everybody who is hopping along with Baby Got Scraps for the month of January. There is a playlist that'll be linked below in my description box. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my crazy layout. And I hope you'll come back and see me. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.